All right, Ralph, don't be giving out to me. It's just gone 8 o'clock. Let me just go over to the YouTube side here and get ready to mute YouTube when it comes up and running, and then we'll run through everyone that's in. I've seen a few faces there, haven't seen in a while, which is great. Let me just get this up and running. Mute. Okay, so we'll start at the very top of the chat. And let me go right to the beginning of this chat again. And I'm in the wrong part. Sorry about that, guys. Amateur hour here. Uric acid, welcome in. Street copper, that's okay if you're working, no problem. Work has to come first. And if you have a plane in the background, hello, sir. Good to see you. Kite Fire, good to see you. Lily Nash, good to see you. Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper, good to have you in. Romantic, good to have you in again. Linny again. Let me go down. Poozmate, welcome back, Poozmate. Great to see you. We were all concerned we hadn't seen you for a while. We're glad to see that everything's okay with you. Let me see, who else did I see then? Linny Roll, Linny having a bit of a chat. So Poozmate got a bit of a burnout from watching too much YouTube, which can happen to any of us. Pop Scrap, my fellow Irish scrapper, good to see you here, my friend. Let me see who else. Pop Scrap, Raphael Scrapper, Everyday Solars. Let me see, Everyday Solars, Raphael again, Pop Scrap again. There's Ralph Morrick telling me time was up, but there was still 30 seconds to go. Trying to rush me. How dare you? Poozmate again, Raphael again, K&D Scrapping, hello. Great to see you, Dan. Let me see. Oh, my chat jumped. Poozmate, welcome again. Good to have you back. We're just all concerned for you for a while there, but it's good to see everything was all right. It's just a bit of burnout from watching too much YouTube. Let's see, where was I here? Dave Hazel, welcome in, Dave. It's always again UK Scrapper, great to have you in as usual. And E-Waste Daryl, is that how we pronounce it? I'm terrible with the pronunciation of names. Let me see, UK Scrapper, Paul Shartall, welcome in, Paul. So guys, you're all very welcome to another Monday night. It's a bit colder here in Ireland tonight. We're having a bit of that white stuff. Well, there was a little bit of it, not much. So we're let me see who's saying hi there. UK Scrapper, Paul Shortall, Pop Scrap again. E-Waste, just have a look. Everyone just saying hi to everyone. So what has everyone been up to? What have you been working on? I got some more glassware that you'll see in a short later on that I've put up. Well, it's that glassware from the short I done last week. A lot of people guessed right what it was. It is going to be for making nitric acid. So hopefully you'll see a few videos where I'll attempt to make my own nitric acid. Hazy Days, welcome in. How are things with you, sir? I was listening to your new bit of music you put out yesterday. Well done, sir. Again. I don't know, did I comment on it or not? I don't think I did. But I'll go back and watch it again and put another comment up. Cheers for that, Dan. Better turn on my phone because that's where I get my notifications of when people share stuff out and all that kind of thing. So just talk among yourselves there for a minute. Onto my channel. Excuse me. Don't worry, it's not coronavirus. I don't have that yet. UK Scrapper shared it out as well. Thank you for that. Dashboard and go to my channel, videos and live. And Almost there. Sorry about that, guys. Be back to the chat in a second. I should have set this up before I come on, but I forgot, so I'll have to do it now. Channel, videos, and lives. Okay, so it's doing the ad, so we'll wait for the ad to finish. Ian Matthews, welcome in. How do? Ali Mack, great to see you in. Tim, good to have you in. Let me see, is there anyone else I missed there when I was just setting up the phone? So guys, if you haven't seen already, Pooh's Mate has been in. It's great to have Pooh's Mate back in. We've missed her for the last while, so good to have her back. It was great to see her commenting on one of Ian's videos, so we knew everything was okay. WTF Mike, good to have you in, man. Great to see you. I've seen some of your videos you put out there. The one of Tim, I think it was quite funny. Let me see. So Pop Scrap, how have you been up to? I haven't seen you in a while. Keeping busy, I hope. Are you out of work at the moment with the lockdown again? And okay, and don't forget to like, guys, if you can. I appreciate that. Anyone that does and anyone that shares it out, thanks for that as well. And we're back onto live chat. Okay, and we might as well share out the stream if anyone wants to go up and just chat like we did last week. It was good chat. A lot of people up telling us different stuff and just shooting the breeze. As I said, I got some more glassware, so hopefully I'll be making my own nitric acid soon. Because I think it was Scrappy Doo. I don't know if you're in there, Scrappy Doo, or not. I sent you a reply to your email. Yeah, I will be doing videos on making nitric, poor man's nitric as well. A few people were asking about poor man's nitric. At the moment, I have concentrated nitric, but I want to make fumin concentrated nitric, which again should be up around the 95% nitric. At the moment, I'm using 67% nitric. Everyone just saying hi to everyone else. See, Ro shared out my video. Cheers, Ro. I appreciate you sharing out the video. It's great when everyone helps out, and well, I must remember to start doing that more. I keep forgetting to share out people's videos, and it does help their channel. It does help with getting a few more people into the chat, and hopefully get some chat going. Where's there? Okay, Matthews. But yeah, so I was going to work on something, but I think I left it downstairs instead of bringing it up with me. Open this press for a minute and see, did I leave them in here? No, I didn't. I have some hard drives in there that I could take apart, which I need to probably strip out. Actually, I could take a few of them apart while we're chatting, because there's a lot of small hard drives in here, about 30 or 40, that need to be taken apart, so I might as well do them while I'm waiting for some people maybe to come up and chat, and get my screwdriver set. Snobby, welcome in. Good to see you, mate. Who else is there? Did I miss anyone else coming in? Sorry, I was looking in the press there to see what I had to scrap out while we're waiting. Romantic High Tim, Dave Hazel, Matthew. So what have you been up to, guys? Come on, don't be shy. Put in the chat what you've been up to. I seen Snobby's video. He was doing a bit of street scrapping from before Christmas, I think. So he got some of that videos out. I'd say them those apartment skips will pay off good in the long run. I'd say once them apartments are filled and people are using them, and you'll find some good stuff in there eventually. That nice TV, I would have liked to have taken that. I know you're not into the e-waste, but if I'd found that definitely would be coming home with me. Because that last TV I took apart, there was some nice boards in it, which were worth some nice chips on them, some gold corner BGA, so there possibly could be that on them. So I definitely would have taken that with me. Yeah, I have a pile of these hard drives I need to take apart. So underneath here, under the sticker would be another one. Waiting on the nitric and some contacts in the. Oh, so you've ordered nitric, have you, Ro? So that should be good. I see so many TVs. Well, I'd be collecting them flat screen TVs for the boards, definitely. Do like Ian Matthews, just collect up the boards and save them for again. You may get into the waste eventually. Yeah, I know Snobby isn't a fan of the e-waste, but eventually it may become something he could venture in. All quiet here. Thought I had a run last week. A woman messaged me last week, but never got back to. Said I collected in the area. So, Paul, do you collect much? How do you go about making the contacts? Do you advertise? Do you just put flyers out, or is it just word of mouth that people that you let people know that you're doing the scrap collecting? Is that what you do full time, or is it just a part-time thing? Partnest, welcome in. Sorry I missed you there, did I? Oh, hi everyone. So there, Dusty Blonde, how do? Good to have you in. Thanks for dropping in. If anyone wasn't watching Snobby's live the last night, he done a great video of Ali Mack. What's that about? What did he Matthews just say there? Mobility chair today, fully working. Very good. Yeah, but Snobby does some great videos of I think 18 Matthews the week before, was it? And he had, was it Mix Moores, or who did he have the week before? I forget who was the week before. E-waste is great. Most of it fits in a few boxes. Unlike, yeah, that's the reason, Dave, that I do it, the e-waste more than I would anything else. Bruce, welcome in. It's the fact that I can store it in boxes or tubs, and it'll be like, we'd say, for instance, there's a box of gold cornered BGAs that I have in there, but a bit hard to see with the green screen behind. But so I just have decapped a few of them, and so we have that gold corner in them, and they fit in a little tub, so easy to hold on to, and then they'll be processed at a little date. I think there's about 2 pounds in there, maybe 3 pounds of chips in there, so it all just adds up. Trying to read the chat, trying to do a few different things here. No one in the basement yet, no one wants to come up. You guys go to WDF. I'll put out the link again in case. Actually, what I might do is I might put the link out and pin it to the actual paste and put that out, and go back, going for and pin that. So the link is pinned there, so it should make it easier if anyone wants to click on it. Then it should be there on the top. Sorry, Uncle Dan. Mr. Matthews, that is not a problem. Now I do see someone in the basement there, and I'll give you a hint who it is in the basement. We won't bother doing the like Raphael with the letters on this one. We're just going to put something up, and you're going to tell me who it is in the basement. So who is it in the basement? Come on, guys. Guess who it is in the basement. Let's see who gets it right. I'm waiting. My chat. Let me have a look. No, it's not Ian. Yeah, I've seen your messages, Ian. Yes, Linny has got it correct. It is Kevin. The old M&M's, Kevin. The M&M's.
That's going to be my motto.
The old M&M's.
How are you, sir?
I don't even have to say your name now. All I have to do is hold up a pack of M&M's and people know who it is.
There you go. I bought a new one today. One that I didn't have before.
What flavor did you get now?
Crispy.
Oh, crispy. What are these ones I'm on? These are crunchy caramels that I'm having. So, what have you been up to, or what has your week been like since last Monday?
Crazy.
Have you been doing much mailers?
Oh gosh, yeah. But now I have a customer that the software for the mailing was updated on Saturday. I printed 4 different weeks of mailings for a customer with postage statements that the form itself in the lower corner is dated January 2020. Just that's when the form was issued.
Yeah.
They bring their first mailing to the post office today. Post office rejected it.
Oh.
You have the wrong form. It has to say January 2021. So now I have to print all of the forms over again, scan them into the computer, and email them down to the customer so that they can mail for the next 4 weeks.
Lovely. So that has made you busy all of a sudden again.
Yeah.
Well, that has made you busy. I want to say hi to a few guys that came in there. Who did I see coming in? Wasn't it King Copper? Was it our Copper King Recycling? Welcome, sir. Thanks for dropping in.
Hey, Copper King.
Have you thought of a name yet? Raphael came up with one there for you, so he did. Kevin M&M Scrapper.
I think I'm going to stick with. I'm going to try the Grandpa Kevin for a while.
Grandpa Kevin.
Yeah, it's just that I'm on a different computer because the other one has some updates going on it, and the YouTube on this one doesn't have the name in, but there it does. It does. It says Grandpa Kevin in there.
Okay. Yeah, no, my computer. I didn't think I was going to get live because it wouldn't let me in. It kept asking me for the password. I kept putting in the password. It kept saying the password was incorrect. And then I just done a restart, and then it accepted the password the next time. So I don't know what was happening.
Yeah. Well, we're having issues here because the cable company that we get service through was bought out by Optimum. And they're going around putting all fiber optic cable along the roadways. Okay. So they break service. They break service so they can attach the fiber optic, and then you come back on again, and you have to reboot everything over again.
And are your speeds much quicker now that you're going to fiber optic?
Yeah, we get about. Well, I pay to get 75 megs.
Okay.
With 35 download, upload, whichever it is.
Yeah.
To send upstream, it's 35.
Yeah.
Download is 75.
So uploading a video onto YouTube takes very little time for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But any of the videos I've uploaded, I've done through my cell phone.
Yeah. That's what I use as well. Midlands prices are rubbish. Lucky if we get 120. So I thought I thought steel prices and everything were on the way up at the moment because I was looking at other scrappers, what they're getting when they're cashing in. It seems to be going up.
CC Scraps, I think he said they were paying $220 a ton for light iron.
Yeah.
He's up in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, I seen his video about that, and he seemed to be getting good prices. That's why I was wondering, is everyone getting the same, or is it just certain areas that are getting better prices? I haven't checked the prices today. I meant to check the prices locally here before I came on tonight, but I forgot.
Yeah, we're up by us here. We're up about 180 a ton right now, 9 cents a pound.
Yeah. So what's called saying there, e-waste Mike gets 10 cents a pound at the moment. So that's all right.
Yeah, so that's $200 a ton.
Yeah. You know, so that's
not
good.
bad. It's not bad.
Scrapping Irish. So €100 a ton. Was it €100 a ton in Ireland a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, but I think it went up slightly. I think it went up to 120 there at one stage a ton. What's he getting? I'm getting 150 a ton. So like 10 or more a ton since I bring volume. So yeah, I suppose it goes if you're bringing more volume in, you'll pay you better if you're bringing a big load in at a time rather than let's say 20 kg or 100 kgs or something like that. If you're bringing in 1,000 kgs, it'll definitely give you better rate.
Yeah.
You know.
You did get my email the other day, correct?
Yes, I did. I meant to reply to that, but again, I've been very busy. Yeah, so there's something in the post I hear.
Yeah. It'll probably take the better part of 2 weeks.
I hear.
Yeah. Somewhere around 2 weeks, you should see it.
Something in the post. As long as the postman doesn't decide to eat them.
They're going to have more miles on them before you get them.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's in it. So yeah, to see what flavors is there. You know, that's 3 weeks ago. Yeah, no, a lot of people are wondering whether they'll cash in now, or I don't know what's going to happen now that we'd say with Biden in the White House and stuff like that, and the coronavirus still ongoing. Will prices still creep up, or will they begin to drop, or what's going? Because we'd say Biden is more renewable energies and more green orientated than we'd say Trump was. So maybe we might see demand going for certain items going up and demand for other items dropping. You know.
Yeah.
It all depends on what policies are made by governments. It's strange how policies would dictate what goes up and what doesn't go up in price. You know, like e-waste will go up if we'd say if a policy is more a green policy, e-waste prices seem to go up a bit more because a lot of chips are needed in the electric cars and in the renewable energy stuff. Where if someone is mining coal, steel prices seem to go up a bit because you need more machinery and you need more steel and more steel involved in mining coal. So it all kind of depends on policies, what goes up and what stays up.
Oh yeah, everything revolves around the dollar, though.
Yeah, you know.
Or politics.
It was 2 weeks ago. Today is 240 Canadian. 240 Canadian. Bring small trailer load 4. So Paul brings about 400 kgs every time to his scrapyard. Who do you use, Paul? Actually, do you use is it Celtic Metals or what's that other company? There's another couple of companies within Galway and Sligo. Most e-waste wouldn't end up in it does in Ireland, it doesn't think, but in America you don't really have a wee collection of e-waste, do you? It's kind of you don't have to put it into a separate bin or anything like that, do you? In America, and your e-waste is it just thrown out with the regular rubbish?
Yeah, pretty much. It all depends. Certain states, certain municipalities, they require that you keep that separate.
Okay.
But
here in Ireland,
as with anything,
yeah,
they don't bother checking.
Yeah, no, here in Ireland, it's if you buy a new TV or something like that, you're entitled to bring back the old TV to the store you bought it in, and they hold on to it, and then a company will come and take it all away, an e-waste company. will come and take it all away. So that's the way they work it here in Ireland, and it's incorporated into any item with a sold. There's actually a charge for recycling it. If you buy a fridge, there's a €5 charge, I think, extra on the fridge, and for the recycling of the old fridge.
Right.
So it's incorporated into it.
See, if they started, like if you went and bought a new refrigerator, if they started saying, okay, your new refrigerator, we're going to add a $50 waste recycling fee on it.
Yeah.
So you'll pay the additional $50 until you bring back the old refrigerator for them to recycle properly, and then you'll get that $50 back.
Yeah, well, here you don't get the money back at all. It's a charge whether you bring back the item or not. Even if you bring back the item for recycling, you still don't get the money back. It's a charge they charge for the cost of recycling it. But the companies that are recycling them are obviously making money out of it too, because
and the politicians are putting some of that in their pocket.
Well,
the way it works out,
more than likely, someone somewhere is making something off it. It's not being done without someone making a cut.
That's it.
There's always someone making something out of it. Do you get many of these hard drives to scrap out? No.
I've got probably 40 that I have to scrap out. I'm just waiting for the day when I have absolutely nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And then I'll get the little screwdriver set out and start tearing them apart.
Yeah, he always Mike loves when we start tearing stuff down and micro scrapping. He really loves the micro scrapping.
Yeah, and I had
go on. What are we going to say?
One customer, someone I've done mailings for the past 40 years. I told them that I was doing the e-waste, and he says, "Oh, good. I'll put some stuff together."
Yeah,
it's still sitting in my Sprinter van. I've got 3 skids of computers and other peripherals.
Oh, I'd have to take it out.
700 pounds.
Even if I was awful busy, I'd still have to take it out in case there was a little gym in there. There might be one that's a little gym of a computer, one that's got the oldest sort of CPUs on it or something like that. I couldn't wait. I'd be like a child at Christmas. I'd have to be at it.
Yeah. Oh, one of the chats yesterday, they were talking about, I think it was Dusty's chat yesterday. They were talking about the old Radio Shack, the Tandy TRS-80 computers.
Yeah.
I think I may have one up in the barn.
So yeah, some of them computers are worth a lot. Like you can get collectors looking for some of that stuff, and it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. But like, trying to get that one individual to say, okay, I'll buy it.
Yeah, because I see here like the Spectrum computers. They were a computer in the 80s. I don't know whether in England or in the US or not. They were a little Spectrum. I think they were made in England. And they say retail now. If you've got a good one of them on eBay, you could get 300 or 400 quid for it. Yeah. And that's something from the 80s. If you've got one of them that still powers on.
Yeah, that's before eBay takes their fees.
Well, yes, of course.
so you might get 200.
There always is a middleman, no matter what. There's always someone their cut, Yeah, but I remember them Spectrum computers and the Commodore 64s, and they were the first kind of computers that really became mainstream computers over here in Ireland. Anyhow, if you were younger, and all we done on it was played games, we didn't do anything else with it. And then I remember we got our in 95 or was it 94? Might have been 90. Yeah, no, it was Windows 95 that was on it. Yeah. So in 95, we got the first Windows computer, and we thought we were brilliant. This dial-up internet and downloading a photograph and coming down in stages,
Yeah. Hey,
I was a
Ralph.
Commodore 64 kid.
Were you a Commodore?
We used to make fun of the Spectrum kids because Commodore 64 was clearly better.
Oh, well, it was clearly better, but the Spectrum was cheaper.
Yeah.
The Spectrum was cheaper, and then there used to be a magazine used to come out from Spectrum. There was you go down the news agents and you get the magazine. There'd be little games on it, but they'd only give you maybe 2 levels of the game, and then you'd have to buy
the shareware. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
That's a teaser.
Yeah, a little teaser. It might be a 12-level game, but you'd only be able to play the first 2 levels, and then you'd have to go out and buy the full game if you wanted to do it.
Yep.
Hello, all in chat who I've missed. I've been quite busy. I have. I just closed one, but I'm still following a couple of things here.
Oh, show us again. What are you doing? Show that again.
Oh, you have enough monitors, Mouse?
No, this is just one monitor.
Oh, okay.
And then I have stuff here. Oh, the thingy I got a €5 tip today. This is the character
nice.
I printed, by the way. If it's going to focus.
What's he out of? What? That character's out of some cartoon, is he?
No, that's actually the craftsman.
Oh, because he looks like some cartoon character.
Yeah, it's basically the character.
Except for the head, he looks like Bart Simpson. Or
Homer, I guess.
Looks like Homer.
Or it could be a bit like Kermit the Frog.
I don't know. It's a hand puppet. Wait, let me see. I think I saw his videos all start like this. That's the character.
All right.
He has a little intro.
Okay.
So that's an awesome
alien
channel.
frog.
Yeah, an alien frog-like, but the guy doesn't show himself. He always uses a puppet, and he had the 3D models on his website of his character, which I'm going to try to make a bronze statue of. He's the same guy who made that mail snail, and I don't know, have it on like one of those stands that used to be a trophy, maybe something bigger, and then send it over to him and see if he'll give me a shout out.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Shark. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. Hello, Ralph. Hello, Dan. Hello, Scrapping Irish. Hello, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, to all the new faces I see coming in there, I think they came from Ro. A few of them, I think, came from Ro's sharing out my stream. So I appreciate anyone new that had come in. And hopefully I can maybe earn your subscription at some stage when you watch some of my videos.
Well, you mean we have to subscribe to you?
Yeah, I know. It's terrible, isn't it, Dan?
How do we know that's Dan? We can't see a face. All we can see is hands.
It's like every good scrapper. All you see is their hands. Every good scrapper, all you see is their hands.
Oh, you're getting the copper off the copper windings off for those things, yeah.
Oh, that's some
nice bundles, yeah.
Yeah, that's
2/3. They're coming off real easy.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I seen that. Did everyone see the video that Dan put out where he done his big clear up of stuff around? He got the big skip and he's all full. He's done a nice clear up around his house.
Yeah, I just put that one out.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I did it. I got another video to put up there of what it weighed, what it paid. I brought in my circuit boards and my TVs.
Okay. Cool. And what are scrap prices like in your area at the moment, Dan?
10.5 cents a pound for shred.
That's good.
That's good. Better than what it's been for
close to 220 a ton.
It's good to see food made. We've missed food made that way.
Hey, Raphael.
That bin weighed.
Right.
Where are we?
Other side. Oh, there we go.
Right under my finger, 4,520 pounds.
Oh, nice. Well, a couple $100.
Yeah,
500.
430.
That's nice payday.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, you said 10 something a pound?
10.5.
10.5.
210 a ton.
Yeah, right now so you're doing a little better than I am. I'm getting 7 cents a pound US. 10.5 Canadian is about 8.25 US. So, but I don't expect that I can do much better than that, because all of the yards here have to ship the steel somewhere else for it to actually get processed. So,
Oh, is there no steel processing in the US? No.
But
oh yeah,
their
there
whole
is.
state is surrounded by water. Can't they just put it on a barge and ship it out?
Yep. No, that's the point. They have to pay to ship it someplace from Florida. They're not processing it anywhere.
There's no Florida place.
So it's going to leave Florida. It's going to leave Florida on a boat, go through the Panama Canal, come up to the west coast of the United States, so it can be offloaded, processed, reloaded, and shipped over to China.
Yeah, to make everything we want to buy.
Or offloaded in Seattle and driven to Ohio or Chicago or something like that.
Yeah. It's like getting a transfer on your plane. You want a direct flight? It costs you $1,000. You want to go by the slow boat? It's only $18.01.
You know, when I was traveling a lot for business, there early on, I wanted to get into the frequent flyer program, so I would purposely route myself the long way around to pick up extra miles and eggs. Then as soon as I had, you know, like 1 million miles, then I was like, nuts with this, man. I'm going VFR direct.
Yeah. And then you get first class. You get to use the Sky Lounge and everything else.
Oh yeah,
it's free on the plane.
That was the good and the bad part of that part of my business life. I was traveling so much that I was always getting upgraded, and I could use the lounges. The bad part, I was traveling enough that I was always getting upgraded and using the lounges.
But it's free.
I woke up one time, the plane landed. I woke up from the landing, and I had no idea what airport I was in or where I was going.
And you were there, though, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, where am I going? What airport is this? What day is this? Who am I meeting?
So when did you stop doing all that traveling? When you retired, is it, or did you do right up to retirement?
Oh no, this was in private business after I had retired from the Navy, and I was working for a couple of the larger defense companies.
Okay.
It is done.
Where he got to travel around the world doing covert operations.
Some nice copper there.
That's a nice ball of copper.
Number 2.
All number 2.
What's copper prices like, Dan, at the moment over there?
$3.60 a pound for number 2.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
That's very good. Very good.
Brass, I think it's 2.25 a pound. Yellow brass.
Yeah.
Dan, you shouldn't be talking about number 2. We don't talk about, that, number.
Yeah, but you know when number 2 hits, it feels good when it's gone.
What's it? Chicken wings. Chicken wings.
Leftover from yesterday. Yeah.
Cold chicken wings, even better.
Num.
I hated Mom's today. She had mashed potato crap.
Were they barbecued or anything there, Ralph?
What, the wings or the mashed potatoes?
The wings.
Both.
The wings. Oh, these are from Domino's, actually.
Ah, okay.
I think
Shark, can you beat my price on circuit boards?
Dead animal. I thought it was chocolate.
Oh.
Dead animal is better than chocolate.
I can't see it.
Right under my finger. 10 cents a pound.
$1.13 a pound.
That's
11.3
it. 10
cents
cents a pound is all I get for circuit boards.
Holy crap.
We don't have board sort like you do.
Yeah, 10 cents a pound is what I get for my low grades.
No. Everything's classified as e-waste. And that's it. But
I think
TVs
they do the
actually,
same over here.
TVs actually paid better. They're 23 cents a pound.
Oh, dead animals. I thought it was chocolate.
Like I said,
Every
this
day.
is better than chocolate.
So I like dead animals. I don't know. Can you tell what's on the shirt?
A zombie shark.
You're
A zombie shark. Yeah.
I
Well,
like my
hey.
women like I like my chicken.
I was going to say to Shark, as I left that comment on your video, I'm beginning to think you're going around putting all them wire shelving all over. There's no way that you can pick up that amount of wire shelving every week.
So the last video, I'll go ahead and put it up in a post too, but because there's a lot of people that are watching that ask it, the last video, it was 28 feet 8 inches.
all that shelving stuff.
Yeah, well, if they measured it like Raphael wanted to measure it, there would have been a lot more.
All right.
What'd you do? Lay it out in your front yard there to measure it, or what?
I kind of measure it as I go.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a tape measure in the truck, and as I load up the truck, I'll stop and measure it and scribble it down on a piece of scratch paper. Every now and then I will wait till I get home. If I know I'm going to have to unload the truck and reload anyway, then I'll wait till I get home.
Right.
Tell me this, what was the item that you picked up that no one's seen? Because I couldn't figure out what you picked up. I was thinking, was it the microwave? And then I was saying, no, I picked that up on such a thing. And so what was the item? Are you going to tell us yet?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
no, there
Iris, throw me down in the basement. I've got to do a little bit of computer work, and then I'll come back up if I.
Okay. He's gone. There you go. Good luck.
So there were actually two things, and nobody has guessed what the second thing was. Most people realize the tomato cage did not get recorded, but the other one was really sneaky. It was one of the folding chairs, but it had bright black and orange. I think it was like a Chiefs logo or something like that. So it was right there on the top of all the other chairs. So nobody.
I'll go back now and look at it again at the end where you're throwing the stuff off. I liked when you shouted at your man when the stuff was unloading, and did he even reply back to you?
How was that?
You shouted over to the guy that was unloading beside you. You said hello to him.
Oh
Did
no,
he even answer you?
no, he blew me off. Actually, it was a she. It was a she.
She wasn't. Oh, that's why you were trying to be nice to her.
What
No,
was her name? Karen?
I always try to be nice, but I'm used to women not responding to me, so I get it.
Yeah, same here. Street copper, hello.
Hey,
Well, I think Street Copper's video. I like watching where he throws the copper bar into the snow. I just like watching that disappear into the snow.
No snow over here, so meh.
We had snow the weekend, but not. You wouldn't throw a copper bar into it and it wouldn't disappear.
Not in here either, Ralph.
All right, so let's see. 28 feet 8 inches, and that is 8.7
Hey, pardon us.
meters.
Get a couple of small totes, street copper, and fill them with snow. Pack it in like a big brick, and then turn it upside down, and then just stack a couple on top, and then let's guess how deep the bar will sink. How many totes deep?
Oh yeah. How deep?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you
that'd be
compress the
fun.
snow a lot, it's basically like a big block of ice. So you don't have to put a block of ice in the freezer every time, like Big Stack D and all his clones do.
Yeah.
Something original, I guess.
Yeah, I like watching they disappear down into the snow. But he can only play that game for so long, because in another month or so he mightn't have snow.
We had a quite big snowstorm some years ago here, and we actually had like 3 inches of snow. Maybe that's insane for our standards. And I'm in the middle flat of 3 flat buildings, and there's a lot of fields around, so there's a lot of snow can fall there. And I got a small tote, and I actually built an igloo. Yeah.
So is Holland like Ireland? If you get anything over 3 inches of snow, the whole country comes to a stop.
No, if we get over half an inch, the country shuts down. People start driving like idiots. Hello, Tim.
Yeah, Shark gets some frost there. He's looking for a snowblower.
And an ice scraper, yeah.
Like I just see the snow that you get in America. Like you get a couple of feet overnight in some places. I mean, like imagine waking up and there's like 2 foot of snow the next morning. We wouldn't be able to get out the doors. And over there, they just go out and they clear their driveway and off they go.
Well, we haven't had any snow yet, so we're good.
Hi, Jeanette.
Jeanette, how do?
So I don't know if this picture will show properly.
Hold on now till I get it bigger.
That's a lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow.
That was my house on Cape Cod, and that was
House?
That was the 3rd time that I had to dig out the backyard and the driveway.
You pressed a run on that.
And the reason I had to dig out that trench was because, as you could see, the snow was as high as the fence. So my dog could just walk out into the woods. And we have a lot of, on Cape Cod, they have a lot of coyote wolves. And, a little 65-pound golden retriever would stand no chance against a pack of coyotes. So, so this was my World War I imitation defensive arrangement. There's a battle trench going all the way around the backyard.
You get trench foot.
It snowed so bad the first time that the guy that I was paying to plow my driveway couldn't get to my house to plow the driveway, so I ended up having to dig it out myself by hand. So needless to say, I did not retain my contract with him.
No kidding.
Wait, how did I end up here, by the way? Did Kevin drop off?
Yeah, Kevin has gone out to business. He has something to do. He said he'd come back in a while.
Oh, I was probably doing stuff and not paying attention, like always.
Shark Scrapper, is that true about the iguanas falling out of the trees if it gets too cold?
Yep, it sure is.
Oh, that's handy. So you can, when they drop off the tree, you can pick them up and put them on the barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're already a little bit chilled through, so when you throw them in the freezer, they freeze up much faster.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, so you just put one on the barbecue, should be enough if it's big enough, and then put the rest in the freezer.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't fancy eating an iguana now somehow.
Why not? Dead animal.
They're very tasty.
Yeah. Tastes like chicken. Speaking of which.
Every weird food tastes like chicken.
Oh, yeah. One left. Last one.
You know, I actually prefer rattlesnake and iguana over venison. For some reason, I've just never warmed up to the taste of venison.
Oh, I like Bambi. I had Bambi before. Some good stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, mutton's pretty good too.
Yeah, not bad. Rack of lamb was pretty good.
Oh, I love rack of lamb. Yeah. If you go to France, you can eat horse, can't you? In France, they serve up. For a while in Ireland and England, you were getting horse in your burgers over here for a while.
Horse, yeah, horse is good.
Yeah, they done a test on the burgers and they found there was a certain percentage of horse meat mixed in with it.
Oh.
Pony is a little bit less tough than horse, but that's
But I'd say, Shark, having traveled all over the world, you've sampled some weird foods.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'd say you've had some weird stuff.
I think probably the one that I would say is the top of the weird list is sea slug.
Sea slug.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those really big ones, like that big.
Yeah, it's forgive the expression, but just imagine a big bowl of snot in your soup.
Oh.
My tea.
That would not appeal to me somehow.
I remember a radio show, I think it was from the UK, where they had the topic of food, and then they said, "What's the weirdest food you ever had?" And then this little old lady calls in, and first a guy calls in and says, "Well, I had dog in China or whatever," and oh yeah, that's pretty weird, yeah. And then this little old lady calls in, and she said, "Well, I have actually eaten human flesh."
Oh.
And everybody was like, "Okay, you're the winner. What? How did you turn up to be
A
cannibal?" And she said, "Well, we lived in Africa for some time, and for work related. And the local butcher where they got their meat had very good meat, and all of a sudden the flavor of the meat changed, and it got really, really good, and people were lining up for it.
Oh no!
And apparently, at some point, he got arrested because they found a whole lot of little dead girls in his basement.
Oh God!
Yeah. So they were well marinated as well, I guess.
Oh my God!
Was Tim Shaw the presenter by any chance? That's the sort of thing he'd do.
What?
Sort of radio show. Was Tim Shaw the presenter by any chance?
I don't remember. I just remember what it was
Sort
about.
of thing he'd do on radio.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Balut egg. I think Everything Spicy did that recently, wasn't it?
What, Baloo?
Balut, yeah. That's with like the embryo of the bird or chicken or whatever.
Oh yeah! Oh.
Yeah, it's a chicken egg not born yet. It's just before they hatch. My son had
it
that.
has all the bones and stuff.
And everything on it. Can you stop? Ugh.
My boy ate that in the Philippines.
Yeah, if it was a reptile egg, I don't know, but a bird, all those
It's a
feathers.
chicken egg.
Yeah, so I had balut when I was in the Philippines as well, but I was pretty well wasted when I had it.
Okay, yeah, I think that's necessary to come out of it alive.
Oh, stop! That is disgusting. Hey, let's just go back to talking about copper prices and scrap and stuff like that. Let's just stick to that. I got I done a short video that'll be coming out later on tonight, and it'll show you my new glassware that I showed last week. Want you to guess what it was, but most people guessed right. It was for making my nitric acid. So I hope to be able to start making nitric acid now myself without having to buy it anymore.
Cool.
It should help, even though the cost was, I didn't pay a lot for the last nitric I got, but it was about 67% nitric, I think it was. So this will allow me now to get to 95%. So it should.
I'm very curious to watch that. That should be very interesting.
Well, I'll either kill myself, blow the shed up, or actually make nitric acid. So. One of three things will happen.
Any one of the three has the potential to be a very good video.
Well, if I kill myself, I might get to upload it. So that's the issue there.
Well, do it on live stream.
Good point.
Yeah, we'll give you a thumbs up for it.
You know, it's like Ian climbing on top of his shed while recording it. You know, it's
Yeah. That it was just like a ballerina there. The way he made his way onto the shed. He was so nimble and agile. It was amazing.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to go there because he's much more nimble than I am, and I'm a couple years younger than him. So
Yeah, he was very nimble there on his trip up to fix that leak in his roof. I was hoping that that was the shed where the e-waste was hidden. I was thinking, oh, that's where he has the e-waste hidden, but I couldn't see it
That's
anywhere
his
in
wife's domain.
there. Yeah, that's the wife's shed for washing the clothes. I see the wash machine.
The laundry shed.
That's
How do we
You
know
know, it's a certain item of lingerie.
He may have been disguising it as the wife's shed, so we wouldn't know that that's where the e-waste is hidden.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be a little ploy. But I couldn't see any e-waste lying around there, so I don't know.
So now, but yeah, because otherwise we could just go to Google Earth and look for a big green roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even bother buying a bit of felt. He just took some builder's plastic he found in a skip.
I don't think Google Earth is actually recent. It's just pictures they've taken, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Elon Musk might have used some of his satellites. You know, he might let us use some of his satellites to go looking for it.
So Ian asked if people eat starfish.
Yeah.
The answer is yes, I've eaten starfish.
And what did they taste like?
You only eat like the inner part, right?
Oh,
Because
you
the
extremely
outside is
drunk
the.
at that stage as well.
No, it was it was in a broth that was very spicy. So it really just
for a minute.
it was just the broth. It was to give the broth some texture.
I had a chocolate starfish once.
I don't think it's the same.
Is it anything like a chocolate bunny?
No, this one just keep on rolling.
I have another guy in the basement, but his camera.
Did anyone get that reference?
Rolling.
No, never mind.
Rolling. That one?
No.
Oh.
Oh, hide.
Oh, there he is. His camera's working now, I think. Or is it? It is. He's at work, I think. I don't know if he's working or not. There he is. And there he goes again.
Oh, who was it? Ah, Lenny Nash got it.
Hold on, he's back up. No, he's not. He's gone. No, gone again. He's at work at the moment.
Named SpongeBob. No, SpongeBob is the sponge. The starfish is Patrick.
The fact that you all know those names bothers me.
I watch cartoons. I
Yeah.
still do sometimes if I run into them. It's hilarious.
The only cartoons I watch are Family Guy and American Dad.
They're freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I used to watch Ren and Stimpy.
Stimpy, you idiot!
and sure, everyone used to watch Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yes, I was going to mention them.
Fire! Blow it up!
Beavis, you
I see.
Oh,
Is it Matt Maloney has created a new one for Netflix? I think. Is it, or is it for Amazon Prime? He's created a new cartoon. It's more an adulty cartoon.
Rick and Morty is very popular. I've actually never seen anything from Rick and Morty. It's basically based off of Doc and Marty from Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, the DeLorean. I wonder was about to go with the DeLorean.
Trilogy somewhere.
The only cartoons I watch are politics. Yeah, there's a couple of characters there.
Family Guy, yeah, Family Guy is funny.
So I got this weird kind of everything tool here.
Oh, one of those, yeah.
And I've got pretty much everything figured out but the cell phone stand. Somehow or another, somehow or another, this thing right here is you're supposed to insert a card and turn it into a cell phone stand. I'm still working on that.
It doesn't really matter what you insert. A small piece of cardboard, and then it will stand like. Hold on, let me see. It's kind of like this. If you have whatever, and you put something in there, and it will stand like this. Look at this chart. Look, if you have whatever, and you put something in like this.
Yeah.
And then you can put your cell phone on the slope side. It kind of works like that. I've seen those tools. Those are very handy.
Funny as well.
The credit card, the Swiss Army knife credit card, or something like that.
Okay, so I'm going to need something stiffer than a business card.
Credit card.
Yeah, a credit card, or a couple of business cards, or one of those coasters in the bar.
Here, let me hold up my
credit card. Break it.
A number on it for y'all.
What about a bank card or a credit card? Something like that would probably do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, the credit card won't hold up the weight of the phone.
Will it not? Okay. Well, you got an old brick, have you? No, not it. Is it?
Well, your driver's license.
Back in the 80s or something.
Maybe it's for an old phone, for one of those old Motorola's. Yeah.
Let's try a stiffer card.
Something with a higher balance.
Let's see if my Visa card is stiffer than my MasterCard. It gets more.
I see Kevin back in the basement. Are you ready to come back up again, Kevin? He's not nodding or anything, so I don't know.
Okay, so the Visa card is stiffer, and it seems to work just that works.
Yes,
okay.
Kevin is ready
Show
to come
the
back
Visa card.
The Visa card.
Right, you've covered your number.
How's that? Does that work for you, Ralph?
Yeah.
Just move your finger there a bit to the.
Yeah, let's see the number and the expiry date.
I'm sure no one will use that number if you put it up. We're all very trustworthy here.
Your pinky's in the way.
What is Dan scrapping out there?
I once got relationship advice based on the logo of MasterCard.
Little motors.
Oh yeah.
They're all copper.
Oh yeah. Washing machines, dryers, dishwashers,
water inlet valves.
So this is the logo of MasterCard, right? And this is kind of how a relationship should be. I have been told by a little old Chinese lady at work, a previous job, bazillion years ago. So you have one circle that's you, the other circle is the other person, and the in-between is what you do together. Now, sometimes the circles overlap a bit more because there's more in common, sometimes a bit less because there's less in common. If the circles completely overlap, you lose yourself. If the circles are too far apart, you're basically roommates. So there always has to be that part that you have in common, and there has to be time and space for yourself, for everybody, to do your own thing. And that's what always, now whenever I see MasterCard, I think about this story. So yeah, there's some random advice for people. Whatever.
There's reasons behind everything.
You should advice from Ralph.
So Ralph,
You don't have a MasterCard.
here's the problem though that a lot of people run into. They
Yeah.
Hey, Shark, that's easy. Come easy.
Our circles only just touch. We have nothing important.
You could go again and draw the Olympic emblem if you wanted.
The Olympic rings, yeah.
Olympic rings if you wanted. I'd say there's a couple of marriages like that.
Now the Audi emblem must stand for all in the family.
Tell me this, Shark. What do you do with all your boards off the well, you can't see it with my green screen, but off the the pads for the mouse pads on the laptops. What do you do with them?
The mouse pad from the laptop.
Yeah.
The little finger pads on the
finger
laptop computers.
Oh,
does Boardsoap buy them off you, or do you hold on to them, or what do you do with them?
when I bother to take them off, they're in a box somewhere that I've forgotten where I've been putting them.
Yeah, because most of them, when you remove the actual layer above them, are actually gold all the way underneath.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
You know, I got to admit, man, I haven't done a laptop in a long time. There's a bunch of them stacked in the corner that I keep saying, I don't want to do those, but I'm going to have to someday.
Yeah. That's the only reason I probably for my coffee, to get these boards. I have a big pile of them there, them boards. I must actually remove the solder mask from them and actually put them into some acid and get the gold off them. You know? Yeah,
the place that I buy the computers from, they've been doing a really good job of not putting laptops in the stack. So
they've been listening to you, have they?
Well, it's mostly towers and servers. So, you know, every once in a while, a laptop shows up in there, and it goes in the stack of laptops that I hope I never have to get to someday.
I took one out of room in the garage.
Standard, yeah. That's what I'm going to plan on doing, Raphael, with them. I'll put them in the lye and then brush off the coating over the top to expose the gold, and then hopefully put them into the AP and get the rest of the gold off it. That's the plan, anyhow.
Yeah, Parkness, it's a problem for the future, but I guess it's one of those problems that I'll eventually get to.
Yeah. How are you finding the short videos? Are you still getting as many people watching them as you would your normal video?
Oh no, not anywhere near.
Yeah, because I thought that was the idea of the shorts, was that you'd probably get more people to look at them than watch your normal videos. But I've noticed that they don't seem to work that way.
No, and to be quite honest with you, I was not really that worried about that. I just used the shorts as a way to connect every now and then in between my standard long form videos. And, respond to questions like, my last street scrap, when I found that gamer, I had a bunch of people asking to see what was inside the gamer. So it was a perfect opportunity to put a short together to show what was in the gamer. So it's just it's just a quick way to say hi. But I was really surprised that I'm seeing some of my shorts show up on the short shelf in YouTube.
Is there a section in YouTube for them? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go. When you go onto your phone for YouTube, it's like the second or third tray down is the short shelf.
Yeah, okay. You can go through there and then click on them, and then they play all sequentially.
And it was really funny because I was watching the short shelf, and all of a sudden there I was.
So so then hopefully if people are watching the shorts, you should show up on it.
Yeah.
Don't like shorts. More enjoy 30 minutes plus. Yeah.
Well, Ralph is a big fan of the shorts. He loves watching all them shorts.
Yeah, I rarely actually click on one unless I don't realize it's a short. I watched Everyday Solar, her short with all the brass bits from the UPS.
Yeah, nice stuff, man.
That's nice stuff. Yeah.
There was a nice bit of brass in them, like a lot
That's
more.
Wrong. I watched Everyday Solar shorts. I'm thinking of making a short and calling it "Eat My Shorts" and then having Bart Simpson in there, and videos are supposed to be horizontal, stuff like that.
Who done some scrapper done one I watched last night. All he had was a pair of boxers, and he put on it the YouTube shorts. He wrote on it, and that was it.
Yeah. So the problem that Ralph has is he's so opposed to videos that he has to do this whenever he watches a short vid.
See, I did wonder if the brass would tempt you, Ralph. Well, see, it worked. Brass does have an effect on me.
Yeah, it's like
Brass
your,
is my gold.
or your kryptonite.
Yeah, or a thumbnail with boobs or a butt. Nice looking butt.
Hence the word brass.
Yeah, brass eater.
Sorry, Ralph, I'm not going to put my butt in a short.
Female.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you clarified.
Yeah, glad you clarified that for us, Ralph.
I was doing something here. Well, yeah. Analytics.
How are your hours, Ralph? You must be nearly there.
I'm getting close. Yeah. Let's have a look. See. I have less than 350 hours to go.
Cool. If you've done one live, you'd probably nearly be there.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I have no video done at the moment, but I want to do. I want the next thing to be a metal casting of that brass of a copper hammer for Redneck Stacker. But I still need to make that thing. It's not a too difficult project, I guess. I'm at 3655.8. It says here.
I'll try to remember to run your playlist tonight before I head off to Sleepyland.
Yeah, thank you. You don't have to, because I don't mind the slow and steady. I kind of calculated that I would be at my hours by the end of next month somewhere.
And as soon as you hit the 1,000, I presume you'll have a rake of videos coming out.
What do you mean the 1,000?
Oh, no, the hours.
The 4,000. Yeah.
4,000. You'll have a rake of videos coming out then, one after another.
Believe in you, Ralph Moy, you can make it difficult. Yeah, I make most projects way too difficult. I tend to overcomplicate things a lot. Yeah. and not just in the metal casting.
There's some great moral support from Raphael.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows me. Oh, that's what I wanted to watch. Park Nest's video. I saw a thumbnail.
Now you're bragging, Park Nest.
Where is it? That's all the way down here. Oh, Arkansas Scrapper also put something up. Vandal Vlogs.
Quite a rare thing outside.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a short. Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
You will not watch the shorts, no matter what.
Unless it's female.
Yeah.
So he said.
I just want to put brass
short
in the title of mine.
properly, I'd do it, but I can't.
You know?
YouTube doesn't allow it. You gotta have it in vertical format.
A copper hammer.
Wow.
So
Dan, look at how long it is.
What has Dan got there? All that copper.
Come on, let go.
long and skinny. Uh-oh, he froze up.
I get those too sometimes.
Oh, there he is.
A copper snake.
Snake-like.
It's snake skin.
Snake. Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a snake.
It does. It reminds me of a snake skin.
Oh, I have one more chicken wing. Awesome.
Give it a run.
It was behind the edge. Mm.
Dead animal parts.
Yes, nom nom, dead animal.
It's a dead bird.
As long as it hasn't been dead too long and it's still warm, you can eat it.
Well, this is cold, but because it was from yesterday. But
I'm talking about raw.
nah. Well, sushi's raw.
Yeah, but that swims.
Some of it is, yeah. Most of it is. Man, I haven't had sushi since this C word came about.
Since
Wow.
the Mexican beer flu.
See you next Tuesday.
The Mexican bear flu.
Oh, the COVID thing. Oh yeah.
Corona.
I didn't want to say the word on Irish's stream. I didn't want to get him in
Hey,
trouble.
Tim.
Yeah, they don't like people talking about it because there's too many idiots talking all kinds of BS about it.
Yeah. Conspiracy theories.
That stuff, yeah.
Tim, we have a chosen few.
Problem
Like-
is, you don't know
Like
which
myself
you
and
believe, right?
big chat that night about it.
You and me both every
yeah.
day.
Right? There's
Uh-oh,
too many
what's going on
false
here?
truths out there.
What's that? Tim got a Neil Matthews sticker. And
Didn't you have it like a long time ago already? I think that was all my 30 chicken wings. Yeah, or at least the last of the 30.
chicken wings.
Hey, Ralph, put the bones in vinegar and you can tie them in knots.
For what purpose? Turn them into a necklace.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's my sacrificial chicken
Next
necklace.
time you go to Domino's, you can go in with them just around your neck. You know.
These are the
That's it.
chickens I have slain in battle. They are my trophies of war.
Ralph Morrick, mighty chicken slayer.
Nom 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 nom.
Boy, I think Dan found a whole nest of those snake skins.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I took across a nest of them.
Yeah, copperheads.
Yeah,
Oh, very cool.
I was about to say that earlier. Copperheads. Yeah.
Very cool.
they pile up pretty fast. Every dishwasher has one. How many dishwashers did I do this past month?
It's like bullet eggs.
About 20.
This mailing, Scrap and Irish, I was telling you I did mailings for one company and the paperwork was refused. I had to redo it. This company does cleaning, house cleaning and so forth. And I told them when they came to pick up all the stuff today, I says, I'm doing e-waste recycling and that. He says, well, what do you have? Computers, printers, this, that. And I says, you guys must have some stuff there, like some old vacuums that pull the motors out of. And she says, I threw away about 30 vacuums 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had that too.
Yeah, that's like the guy I met, and he does TV repairs. And I said to him, "Oh, do you have many like satellite boxes and stuff like that have the hard drives in them?" He said, "Oh, I'm after giving away. Well, not giving away. I'm after bringing 3 pallets of them to the e-waste recyclers." And I just go, "Oh."
Yeah.
You're right, Ian. It did. It no longer does.
They sucked because they didn't.
That's right.
It's like a hairdryer that blows because it doesn't.
Suck.
A hairdryer that doesn't.
Hairdryer blows because it sucks.
No, because it doesn't. Never mind. I've been over at customers and telling them the story about the metal casting and having them subscribe to my channel, and then telling them that I like pewter, and then like, oh, we cleared out grandma's attic, it was full of pewter, we threw everything in the trash, and I was like, all right.
Well, get a hold of E-Waste Mike. He got a big load of pewter in.
Yeah, I know, but he wants to melt it still. And sending that stuff, that's heavy stuff. Sending that over here, yeah.
Oh,
nah.
yeah.
I'm better off just buying it here if I can find it.
Well, just tell him to send you the money for the postage, and then you can use that money to buy it. That'll be like getting his for nothing.
I'm sure he'd agree to that. I'm 100% sure.
I got rid of my ex for the same reason. Wait, what was that?
I think it was something to do with blowing or sucking.
Oh yeah. Because it doesn't blow, it doesn't suck. Yeah. Right, makes sense.
That's all it costs? Cents?
Yeah, makes sense. That's a very cheap woman.
Keep coming up short.
So Shark Scrapper, do you actually scrap out any e-waste anymore, or do you just send everything to board sort?
What do you mean scrap? What do you
Do
mean?
you take anything off the boards? Like, do you micro scrap any of the boards now, or do you just send everything away?
Oh yeah, no, I still pull some stuff off of the boards. Yeah.
Okay.
If it is a board that I'm sending to board sort, then I'm not pulling stuff off of there because I don't want to lower the value of the board unless it's something that can come off, like a socket mounted IC. But there's a lot of boards that I'm selling locally here, to my local yard, and I can remove more stuff from those boards because they're less strict about removing stuff from the boards.
In other words, they don't know shit.
Well, I think it's a combination of they don't know enough, and because their prices aren't that great, so they know they have to be a bit more flexible with what they accept.
Yeah, and if the prices are low anyway, take more off.
Take bits off the manual.
Yeah, take all the gold corner BGAs off.
Yeah. And what do you do with that gold corner VGAs? Do you sell them onto board sort, or do you just hold on to them?
Well, my good friend E-Waste Mike has introduced me to his refiner.
Okay.
So I will be.
Secrets out.
Well, he makes no secret about having a refiner and.
Oh no! I just said he let his secret out.
Oh, yeah. So I hope I didn't promise him to keep that secret. Oh crap! No, that's something else he'll be mad at me about.
It's not like he might be mad at people.
This is a lock from a washing machine door, and it's all a whole of a lot of plastic, and there was another frame around it. There was a little bundle of wire though, but all that's in there, tiny bit of brass and some copper, and maybe some silver contacts.
Yeah, there might be some silver contacts in there.
Not much in these.
Is it a magnet or a mechanical switch?
I don't think this has a magnet. I think it's mechanical.
Okay.
Yeah, this is mechanical. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So scrapping Irish, I guess the answer to your question is yes.
You still scrap out e-waste.
Yeah.
I also take the gold corner BGAs and I keep them here. And if I can fill up like a shoebox, like completely with just the gold corner BGAs, so that it's a big brick, then I'll send it over to E-Waste Mike. Oh, it's money's worth, I guess. Then.
I still need to get a quote from those folks down in Miami that buy the tantalums. I need to reach out to them again.
Yeah, they're a bit slow getting back to people, and if you ask me, they're very unprofessional. I'm afraid, in my eyes.
Yeah, well, I get nervous when people don't respond or act professionally. I start to get nervous about doing business with them.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, yeah, 2 silver contacts in there.
I can understand people busy and stuff like that, and I understand with the coronavirus now and stuff like that things have changed in people's workplaces, and maybe there isn't as much staff in places and stuff like that. But still, if you can always email back to someone and say, well, look, we're not doing that, and we're not able to buy as much, or we're not able to do whatever at the moment because of this and that. But when people don't reply back to emails, especially businesses, like it kind of gives out that non-professional sort of look to it.
Yeah.
Mike, Mike Daniel, welcome in.
Oh, Mike Daniel. Does anybody know what those little discs are? They are in some components. They're in between stuff. Do they function as like a capacitor, or they are metal? I think they're aluminium.
They're magnetic?
No, it's not magnetic. It's aluminium.
Okay.
What device was it in?
It was in that lock, in between the mechanism of the where the silver contacts touch each other, and then in between there somewhere.
Could just be a spacer.
An aluminium spacer? I don't know.
Why not?
But I sometimes find like little black boxes on the circuit board, and I take the cap off, and then there's two in there, one big thin one and one smaller fatter one. Really weird. I have a whole pile of them somewhere.
You got a Pringles can full of them yet?
No, not a Pringles can. I got one of those yogurt buckets. I think I put them in.
I don't know. I reserve questions like that for smart people. Scrap It Ralph and Raquel.
Yeah. All right, here's a couple. Sometimes they become all like messy.
Yeah, typically on CRT boards.
Yes, indeed, on older boards. Yeah, and they get some weird coloration also, because I think it's where the contact of the metallic part, the other part. Hold on, let me
Everyday Scholars. No, I didn't post any stickers out yet because I have a competition going with Ian to see which of us will last the longest about sending the stickers out.
Right.
It's got a competition with Ian.
So here's a couple of them. This is the one that I just showed, and there's a couple of different sizes, and some of them have really weird colorations, but they're all aluminium little discs that are in weird types. Could be spark catchers.
Yeah, that's what.
If they are spark catchers, then that would explain the weird coloration on them. Old style CRT located in black plastic boxes. They are old style crystals. Oh, all right. I know. I just keep them for whatever reason, and by the time I have a lot of them, I'll probably melt them. Like I do.
I'll try and get them out this week. The stickers. I have 4 or 5 bunches of stickers to send out to people, but I just kind of got lazy on sending stuff out.
Okay, so that's scrapping Ian Irish, or what are we changing your name to?
Scrapping Matthews.
Irish in the shed.
Irish in the shed, yeah. I started off really well. I sent out loads of stickers to everyone, and then I kind of got lazy.
Yeah, I have yours.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah, I got lazy then. I need to get back on it. I have a pile of them. I don't mind, but like I have. Where am I here? Well, I don't want to show the person's address, but I have some. Like, there's one done for Johnny. You know Johnny, Swedish Scrapper.
Björkdal.
Yeah,
nice.
I have his one there ready to post out, but I just haven't done it yet.
Well, with the whole lockdown, you're kind of excused.
So, like, it's not that I haven't got the stickers and the envelope done. It's just I'm too lazy to go as far as the post office.
There's a post office in the next town?
No, it's about a 10-minute walk away.
Walk away.
Well, for me, it's in the next town.
Well, mine is a 10-minute walk.
It's closer for me to go to the next town to the post office than to go to the post office in my town.
It'd be the second one actually for Johnny, because the first ones I sent to Johnny Raphael got lost by the Swedish post office.
No, they probably took them. They're up on the bulletin board in the lobby.
I don't know why I was getting so many Swedish people looking at my videos.
I have a very good excuse for not sending out stickers.
You don't
I
have
don't
any.
have any.
I don't have any stickers. Which reminds me, I need to get back into learning Blender.
You'll get there someday, Ralph. We have confidence in you. Or
Someday.
You could just 3D print some stickers or something for us and just send it over to us.
Yeah, well, I like I said, I had the idea of making like a business card size YouTube button, play button, that is just the nice little rounded off YouTube play button, and on the other side it would have my channel logo and my info. Felix Ambankawa has a question.
Oh, go on. Felix, what is your question? hopefully.
Or, hey, Ralph, as Rafael would say, believe in you, Ralph. You can make it difficult.
Yes, true. I can make everything difficult. Ask my ex-girlfriend.
Do we have to?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, we know
please
the
don't.
answer.
If we mentioned your name to your ex-girlfriend, would she run in the opposite direction very quickly?
Well, either that or shoot us.
No, probably not. But
Felix, if you're still there, feel free to ask the question as long as it's a genuine question.
what should I do after I Felix the CPUs? What? That's like me saying I'm going to Ralph this.
When you remove the CPUs, is it?
Computers have been snobbed by some strategy.
Delid. When he takes the cap off.
If it's the ones with the gold pins on it, I do use a heat gun to remove the gold pins and put them into acid to get the gold from the pins. That's what I do with them. If it's something like the if he means the gold cornered VGAs, I will be incinerating mine, and then after incinerate them, I'll crush them, and then after I crush them, put a magnet through them to take all the steel out of it, and then after you do that, you run it through a sluice of some sort to separate out the gold from the other materials that's left, and then after you do that, you dissolve the gold in the acid. That's my plan, but I don't know which chips you're on about.
That's a lot of work.
I know, but hopefully there'll be a lot of gold.
Yeah, no shit.
Depends on CPU.
Use a heat gun.
I'm thinking if I send it to the refiner and he does the work and then either sends me the gold or sends me a check. That's
It's no fun if you don't do it yourself. That's like I don't know. That's like getting someone to cut your lawn. Where's the satisfaction in doing that when you can cut it yourself?
Here's an idea. Pavement.
Nah, I like my grass.
So I don't know what's Felix on about these. Where are they again? Let me get them. Gold cornered VGAs with the black caps on them.
Well, I kind of agree. Doing something yourself and then seeing like what you get out of it is a lot of fun.
Are you all about these things, Felix? These little gold corners with the black caps, and when you take the black cap off them, you're left with the gold underneath, and then you have also your black cap that you can work with. I'm not sure if that's what you're all about.
You just put a question out, I think. Poosmate, I love Ralph. Hey, Poosmate, that's a long time no see.
Yeah,
Poosmate was in at the start.
Back. How you doing, Poosmate? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Were you not listening to me at the start? I said it's great to see Poosmate back. I said we were all kind of worried.
You said that at the beginning.
I wasn't here.
I was probably watching one of my other streams that I have open.
You were eating your chicken wings. That's what you were at.
I was eating my chicken and watching my other stuff. I have all kinds of stuff open here.
Okay, right.
Oh, hey, look, that's me. Oh wait, this low. No, there we go.
I mean, literally scrapping Irish. I just got back in the house from making some drop-offs and going to the post office and stuff like that. And I said, I got to get in here and get up on Scrapping Irish's live stream. So
it's Irish time.
It's Irish time.
Yeah, she got viewer burnout.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't blame you. I get
viewer burnout. Yeah.
Sometimes you need a break from YouTube. Like I know Gil, I think, is taking a bit of a break at the moment from YouTube.
Yeah.
And you just need a break. It refreshes you, I think. And whether you're watching a lot of YouTube or whether you're making a lot of stuff for YouTube, sometimes you just need that bit of time off from it and get you back into it. You know.
Well, and with a panel like this, how can you not get burned out?
Yeah. I have that every week, usually on Sunday evening, like after Dusty Blonde stream. Then it's like late over here, and I'm like, work tomorrow. And on Monday morning when my alarm goes, and while I'm driving to the first customer, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I hanging around with these weird people on the internet for? What use is my life? Why am I going to work to fix other people's crap? What the hell does it all matter? And I'm basically thinking, oh, a bridge, I can drive off this.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I had my first coffee at the first customer, and then everything is awesome.
Felix, I wouldn't put stuff straight into the acid in Tacarija without removing some of the other metals, because if you've got tin or you've got iron and you've got maybe other bits of metal still stuck to it, it's going to make a mess of your acid later on trying to get it out. So I'd kind of break it down as close as you can to just gold bits without putting anything else into the acarija. That's me personally, because I've done it before. I put something into the acarija and I had it cleaned up enough, and then trying to get the gold to drop out, especially tin. Tin makes an awful mess of it.
Yes, I've heard. Some of this stuff is silver plated.
I've actually got some silver I'm going to work on now. I got some boards that had silver lines all over them. I got them a good while ago. They were in I think they were in some antennas, satellite antennas or network antennas, and I tested the stuff, and it seems to be silver. So I'm going to try and get that out now.
You know, I was just going to say, I see that frequently in the feed horn assemblies, like dishes that I pick up.
Yeah. So it had like the boards had an awful lot of silver on them. Actually, I might go and get one of them boards, and you can tell me what you think. You're in charge, Rav.
Oh boy!
I
am authority. Respect my fucking authority.
So no €1 million giveaway.
No,
Everyday soul is probably about 4 ounces of copper out of all of that.
My ex used to talk like that, Ralph. They locked her up and medicated her. Well, they have to catch me first.
oh my God, they killed Scrapping Irish.
It's not his flashy chair, is it? Or
I think it is.
yeah, oh, it is. Yeah, the lights are just not on. Yeah,
Yeah, he forgot to plug it in or something.
charge.
Everyday
Needs to
solar,
charge.
I have no idea. It's
This
very
is
light.
some thing. You know, like
Yeah, that stuff is very light.
I'm really gonna
It all adds up.
try again.
I've made a little compressor for that very thin copper wire stuff.
Oh, Mr. Bond, we meet
I
again.
copied that off Moose Scrapper.
Last time.
That's the boards, and you can see all them lines.
What's the brass?
They
Oh,
seem
yeah.
to be all silver, and they're on both sides. And when you
Okay.
rub your finger on them, they seem to be well off
Quite
the
thick.
board. So
Quite thick. Yeah,
yeah,
looks like simple stuff.
Have you done a test to see if it's silver yet?
I haven't. I'm going to do a test when I do the video, and if I test it and it doesn't come up as silver, that's the end of the video.
Then the video doesn't need to be uploaded.
Then I don't need to
Or
upload
or
it.
edited.
If it shows up as silver, then we continue on with the video.
That's me in the dumpster room every day. Just go in there with the camera. Let's see what we're gonna find today. Oh, this one's empty. That one's empty. That one's empty. Okay, no video.
So Scrapping Irish, though, you know, the other thing you can do before you test it for silver is dip your finger in the acid and rub on it to see if you get any varnish off of it before you
Yes.
test it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't actually, to test it for silver, you don't need acid. You just need bleach. So bleach will turn silver black.
Yeah, but I still want to see the video of you dipping your finger in the acid and then rubbing it
Yeah.
on first.
As soon as you can write with your finger and it's all red, then something is
Actually,
wrong.
Believe it or not, you can put nitric acid on your finger, and it will not eat straight through it. What it'll do is turn your finger yellow. It attacks the carotene in your finger,
Oh yeah.
and it turns it a yellowy orange color, and then you'll get a little bit of a stinging, and then once you wash it off, that's it. But you'll be left with a yellow finger for a week.
What about if you lick
It
it?
wears off.
You know?
And I take it this is
Like
the
it?
voice of experience.
Say again?
I take it this is the voice of experience.
Well, yeah, because I used to always wear gloves, and then people were telling me that nitric acid will set fire to the gloves. So then I seen a few videos where nitric acid set fire to the gloves, and I go, okay, I better not wear gloves anymore. So, but then I discovered that nitric acid will only set fire to the gloves if you've got 95% nitric acid, not 67%. So
Otherwise, it just gets hot.
it just, yeah, your gloves will just go kind of, you'll notice a discolorant on the gloves and that from it. But if you use 95% nitric, your glove will actually go on fire. So
That's what I like. Fire.
When I make my nitric acid, I hope to test that out and set fire to some gloves.
Fire. Fire.
If the gloves go on fire, I know I've got 95% at least nitric acid.
And a viral video.
Now, I don't plan on putting the gloves on my hand when I'm doing it.
Need to do this thing.
Oh, come on. Where's your dedication to being a YouTube creator?
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at me. I burnt off my hand just to get a viral video.
It burns, burns, burns. The glove of fire.
Yeah. Scrapping Irish this week, scrapping Irish next week.
Dave wants to know where I get all my chemicals from. Well, the hydrochloric acid you can buy in any hardware store. So hydrochloric acid will be like spirit of salts will be hydrochloric acid. A lot of drain cleaners will have hydrochloric acid as their main ingredient. And you just want to make sure it is 32% or above, but not above 40% in HCl. And then for my nitric, I bought my nitric direct from a chemical company in the UK who actually shipped it to Ireland for me because I managed to get a business address to accept it. So if you have a business address and they deal in chemicals, then you can get nitric. And now I hope to make my own nitric from drain cleaner and some nitrate of sorts. So that's what I plan to do. So you don't really need that much chemicals. The main one is nitric, but if you can make your own, then you're sussed. Now that's only if you're doing pins and stuff. If you're just doing ram fingers, you can do it with HCl and bleach. You don't even need nitric acid.
Yeah. Where can I get large quantities of termite?
I don't know. I'd love to experiment with termite.
Steal it from the military.
Yeah.
People run that fast.
Quantities.
Are you planning on robbing a safe when you want all that termite?
Well, Ian could use some.
Yeah, to burn through the...
Oh, Cody's lab, yeah. Cody's lab and the backyard scientist, they make it. It's very easy. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up then. Because I do want to try some stuff.
To send you the recipe.
It's in the Anarchist cookbook.
The good book, yeah.
Yeah, the muriatic acid is your HCl acid. So, yeah, any pool cleaning usually use muriatic acid for cleaning the pools.
Oh, that's already out.
I think I just feel like we should make a note on something that I just typed to or spelled out for solars, but I do think it's worth repeating. We're having some fun joking around a little bit about chemicals, but anybody in the chat that's listening, we're just having some fun with it. You need to be very, very careful. You need to educate
if you look,
before you mess around with it, because you can hurt yourself really bad if you're not careful.
Well, it's not just there and then. It's in the future. You could be inhaling stuff there, and you think, oh, that's nothing has happened, or I'm okay, and maybe 3 years' time, you discover you've done damage to your lungs, or you've done other damage to yourself that you didn't realize from the chemicals. Because you even look at people who use cleaning chemicals. A cleaner who's always using the same, eventually their lungs begin to suffer from it. You know, so, and that's just normal cleaning stuff. So if you're messing with acid, it's not what you're going to do there and then. You might think, oh, this is grand. I don't need to wear a mask. It doesn't do anything to me. And maybe in 4 years' time, you discover you can't breathe because of it. You know. So
yeah, and like with most things, it's not like, oh, I'm going to do this quick. No, it's not. One afternoon, I'll have this whole thing done and figured out. No, it takes quite some time and practice and learning. A lot of learning.
Yeah, and mistakes and
Making mistakes. Yeah.
That's why I advise anyone that does decide to do this is have the proper gear, have the mask, have the whatever, or if you are doing it, do it outside. If you haven't got a fume hood or you don't have the proper safety gear, at least do it outside first and well away from everything else.
Same with metal casting, even though that's a lot less complicated. I've seen people carry a hot crucible with like barbecue tongs, wearing shorts
How
and
far
slippers.
from Italy are you from, Michelle? I love Italy. One of my favorite countries to visit.
Oh,
Did any of you ever see a magnet like that on a hard drive? Let me make it bigger. That is, instead of having two magnets in the hard drive, it said one
I've
bent
seen
over.
those. I've seen those. Yeah.
That's my first time ever coming across one of them bent over like that.
That is, was an older hard drive, right?
It was one of the older ones, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine being a poor guy that had to take 2 pliers and go?
I kind of assumed it was done by machine.
And they give him some spinach and he just bent the bars.
In Futurama, the robot Bender, because he
Bender.
That was his job.
Bender. Sharks are my own company. Pool guy there is like me, therefore scrapping them. But if you can ever pass up pool heaters, lots of copper. Okay.
Yeah, so Lenny and I have been having a little exchange. Lenny has a pool company.
Okay.
And, I was telling him I've been trying to get something put together with the local pool companies so that I can get the pumps and he was pointing out that the heaters are a real good source of copper too.
There you go.
Do they need heaters in Florida?
Yeah, the pool heaters are pretty common down here in Florida, so that you can swim all year round. Because right now my pool is 55 degrees.
That's workable.
So it's a little too chilly for the wife and I, but my dog still loves it.
Hey, over here in Ireland, if the sea is at 20 degrees, we jump in.
Yeah.
Never mind your summer.
That's 20 Celsius.
20 Celsius, quite high.
As long as it's not freezing, people jump into the sea here because it's never going to get warm. The Atlantic Sea, never.
Oh yeah.
20 Fahrenheit is freezing, actually.
Yeah, as long as it's not solid ice, we jump in.
It was always one of the interesting things about when I lived in California. The way the water circulates, you have this cold current that comes down along the coast of California, and so the sand on the beach would be blazing hot, blister your feet, and then the ocean would be cold as blazes. So there was no real happy middle ground there.
1 foot on the beach and 1 foot in the ocean.
Yeah, when we were in San Diego, I noticed that we stepped onto the beach and it nearly burned the soles off our feet. It was that hot. And then we ran into the sea and it was just like freezing cold.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was scuba diving in California, I used to wear these really thick wetsuits, full, complete hoodies, the gloves, everything, because it would be so freaking cold out there.
Oh, I missed a screw somewhere.
I hate it when that happens.
I've always got a screw loose.
I don't think there's any tightened.
Hey, Raphael, isn't that where the Baltic anomaly is?
Baltic Sea try, guys. Yeah, that's the Millennium Falcon that crashed there, Kevin.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Turned to stone.
It's a weight from a ship from back in the day.
You
apparently.
Think so?
Yeah, and
it's stone. It's huge.
No, they say it's huge. It isn't. That's just. Have you ever seen that picture of a stone that looked exactly like an old Nokia telephone that had like pictures on it, and scientists are baffled by this find? It was some guy's art project that he put a picture of online, and someone ran with it.
Yeah.
Like that.
And that's why you should never believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe that Dan's gotten that much copper out of that he's working on.
There's another snake.
Looks are deceiving.
Look at that.
2 hours in and he's already got 4 ounces of copper.
Believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see.
Are you sure it was only 4 ounces?
I'd say 4 pounds.
Put it on the scale. Put it on the scale. Weigh it up.
Oh, hey.
You know, when I was younger, we used to have to watch. Like,
Look at all that for nobody copper.
All right.
get that copper, yeah.
And that's only the top of the pail.
Yeah. That's
Compress it.
It is compressed.
That's a nice lump of copper he's got out there. In what? Since we started the show, he's been scrapping that. And look at the amount of copper he's got. So there you go, guys. See how easy it is to get some copper.
Yeah.
Copper.
And the little brassy pieces.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yay for brass.
I pull those out too.
Yeah.
I take those stupid little dip switches. I take those stupid little dip switches and peel them apart, and get the silver contacts out and the little brass connections.
Yep. I've just been doing that.
Yep.
Always get the brass.
All of that stuff adds up.
Full of tiny little brass bits.
Oh, it's Santa Pringles.
It's the Santa can. Yeah, where's the hat? Here's the hat. I found this dumpster diving, by the way, at some point. I didn't film that, unfortunately.
Hey Kevin, when I was in the Navy, we had a sailor working for us, and he was not the brightest bulb on the tree, and the chief always used to call him dip switch.
Dip switch. DS for short. And what did he say when they said it was his turn in the barrel?
His turn in the barrel.
What barrel? The one that goes over Niagara Falls?
No. That's a Navy joke.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had a lot of really interesting people that I've worked with or in the Navy, and that one particular chief, he used to love to come up with nicknames for the sailors, and you know, back in the 80s, you could be pretty brutal. The Navy was still a pretty hard place, and oh my God, he was just tough.
You wouldn't want a thin skin.
he's like, well, LT, we don't have to worry if that chucklehead falls over the side. He's dumber than a box of rocks. He'd sink so fast.
Bruce, I didn't know the answer to that one, Kevin.
Yeah.
Bruce knows the answer to that one. But
Mad as a box of frogs.
or a bag of spiders.
A bag of spiders? Okay.
I'm not sure that one particular sailor that we were referring to ever figured out that there really is no such thing as elbow grease.
Or common sense.
Yeah, but did you ever go to the store and buy blinker fluid?
Yeah, for the winter or for the summer?
Yeah,
You get the winter blend or the summer blend?
or a box of spark plug sparks.
Sparks for the grinder.
Yeah, the blue ones, not the yellow ones.
Or we sent a guy one time to a shop for a long wait, and he went in and he asked, "Can I have a long wait?" And your man went off and came back a half an hour later, and he goes, "Are you still here?" He said, "Yeah, I'm waiting for that long wait." "All right, oh yeah, I'll go look for it again." He goes, went off again for another one, and he came back again, and the guy goes, he said, "Are you still here?" He said, "Yeah, I'm waiting for the long wait." He goes, "Well, it's not long enough for you."
There was I just saw, I don't know if it was a short or if it was a video, but some guy sent his girlfriend into the auto parts store to get a bottle of blinker fluid.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. I think it was a TikTok video or something.
And she comes out and she is just madder than a hornet. And he's laughing his butt off. I'm just thinking to myself, how was your Friday night, buddy?
On a bucket of steam.
Yeah, bucket of steam.
There's also a couple that I've seen. There's a guy who gets one of those U nails that have like two spikes, like a little arc, and he cuts it off on one side and he hammers it in a board, and it sticks out. There's a gap there, so he puts his finger under there that it looks like the thing is going in his finger. Little dab of ketchup on there, and then he shoots the nail gun next to him somewhere, and then he yells, "Ah, honey, come in here!" And she's all panicky, and then there's pliers over there. Get it out! Where do you want me to grab it? And then he takes his finger out right there and puts his finger back up, and she tries to grab it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, not there, just there, and he does that about 3 times before she gets it. And then there's another one where a girl has her hand stuck in like a glass while she's like rinsing it.
Oh, I've seen that one
help,
too, yeah.
help me, I'm stuck, and then get some like a dishwasher or soap, and then she's like, oh, here, use the soap, and then puts her hand back in.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh man.
Yeah, we did the book one day as well for a skirting ladder. We told him we needed a skirting ladder.
Those are so funny. I mean,
yeah. Striped paint was another one we used to send guys for. Go down to the paint shop and tell them we want a can of striped paint.
Yeah, a can of striped paint. There you go.
Checker paint or tartan paint, all them different ones.
Now the funny thing, another one of the frequent jokes that we would use in the Navy is the mail buoy watch. But the interesting thing about that is that there was a time when we actually had mail buoys in the Navy, and it was not at all uncommon, even during as long ago as the Cold War, for packages to be delivered to us by air that were dropped in the ocean and recovered. So mail buoys were actually a thing.
I think Felix has another question there. After I gave the CPU a nitric bath and all the metals that aren't supposed to be there come off, then I wouldn't give it a nitric bath. I wouldn't waste nitric on all them bits. I'd give it a HCl bath. Put it just into hydrochloric acid, and that will dissolve any of the tin or any of the other metals, and that should just leave you then with your gold, and then you Ian is off. Ian, good night to you. I'm finishing up in a few minutes, actually, in 2 minutes. So I'm going to go around the panel and ask them have they any videos coming out. So, Ralph, any video coming out this week?
This week? No, probably not.
Okay, why did that not surprise me? Why did I not seem shocked by that? Shark?
Maybe.
Oh, hold on.
I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, and I took half a day off for that by accident, because usually you just fill in dentist and then it takes like 1 or 2 hours off your day. But apparently it was set to take the half day off, and only noticed a couple of days ago. So I might be home very early and maybe be able to do some metal casting and maybe be able to film it or do something else. So maybe I might have something by the end of the week to actually show. Maybe.
Okay. So maybe.
What time's your appointment, Rob? 2:30.
What?
You get an appointment.
Before we go,
that's
and you'll never scrap a garage door opener motor. Any tips for scrap bongo there?
Yeah, I have a couple of videos with those motors in them.
So do I. I did them too.
Yeah, so if you want to check out both Shark Scrapper's video and K&D scrapping video. They have videos up there of scrapping out their motors. So hopefully that will help you
Yeah, I
out.
did them too. They're easy and they got copper in them. Really nice to get.
Good. So, Shark Scrapper, have we a video to look forward to, or a few videos to look forward to this week?
Tuesday will be an e-waste video, and Friday will be a street scrapping video.
Okay. Kevin, any videos coming out this week?
No, for me, nah.
Nah. Okay, and Park Nest, anything coming out this week?
I had a short video out earlier on.
Okay.
Friday's video is going to be a scrapping video where I scrap out a blow motor.
Okay.
Sunday's video is another BMW video.
Okay, so we'll have 3 videos. Well, there's 1 out already and 2 more to come. Dan, what have you coming out this week?
Another one tonight going to be uploaded. That's what did it pay? My bin and my shred.
Okay, so we get to see what he got out of that.
I want to see what that bucket of copper's worth.
That one?
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
you've been
that one he
planning.
just done.
Hang on.
Oh, is he going to weigh it for us, is he?
You mean that one?
Well, there he is.
If that's all the angel have,
Or the bottom one?
yeah.
Oh, look at all them.
They're all full.
You're just trying to make us jealous. You're just trying to make us jealous. That's all you're at, Dan.
I have a
Here's
couple
the
of those.
next one.
Not that big of a stack though. I think I have 2 of those basically that are full.
Let's see. Now, what would e-waste Mike say about that?
Ain't nobody get time for that.
He'll just go and throw it behind him and go, ain't got time for that.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so, and I have a short coming out tonight after 12 my time, which is about 7 US on the East Coast. So, and then I'll have a video hopefully Thursday coming out. So that's for me this week. There'll be 2 videos, a short and a video, and my live. So, guys, anyone live that we want to raid?
I think Jeanette's still live.
Who?
Jeanette Pickering.
Yeah, but I've
Right over Ralph's head. What?
I've rated her a few times now, but I'll just see if there's anyone else first, and if there isn't, sure we can head over to
Top
Jeanette.
Conquer is on.
No, it's Top Conquer on, is he? Well, we rated him last week.
Wrong.
didn't we? We rated
Let me
him
see
last week.
who else is
Every
on.
day. Keep my fingers crossed.
I'm just having a look here to see if there's anyone new that.
Well, it's supper time for me just about, so I'm going in the shower and get in me shorts.
Same here.
Everyday Solars was worried about me being in my shorts the other night, but when I take a shower and then I'm in the house for the night, I don't
Conker's
put
still
pants on.
going.
Yeah, Conquer's still going, and Jeanette Pickering is just started, I think.
I have no one of interest on at the moment.
Which one would you like to go and raid? I'll let you decide in the chat.
Conker's live.
So, Felix, I would suggest that you send an email to Scrapping Irish and have that discussion with them in an email where you can kind of go back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, well, nitric acid will take all the better off. Nitric acid is a lot more expensive than hydrochloric acid. So that's the reason I'd use it. If you haven't got much nitric, rather than waste it on the base metals like the tin and the aluminium or the steel, I'd use hydrochloric acid. It takes a bit longer, but it will do it, you know.
See, no snow.
Oh,
No snow.
It's my backyard.
Snow
Send her
talk?
a message. Haven't heard.
She'll call it tonight.
She won't get an answer.
There you go. Right, guys. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I think what's called put the link in there into Conker's. Is that Conker's one you put in, Park Nest?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
Conker's live.
So Top Conker's there if you want to go, guys, and just put in Scrapping Irish Raid. And I'd say thanks a lot for being on again tonight, everyone, and catch you all on the next one next week. Thanks, guys.
Snow today.
Good night, everyone.
Right.
Bye.
Everyone, be safe. Take care.
Thanks for